if I shrimp, then I look smaller than I am. I
You are
can't.
shrimp.
I need every inch. Episode 5.
Episode 5 of this motherfucker.
Episode 5. We're back.
In his motherfucker.
Second take at episode 5.
Second
by the
tape.
way.
Yeah, second tape. Try to make sure we don't bleed in this motherfucker this time.
No, I don't like that intro. Let's do another intro.
I'm just gonna turn our headphones up so loud that
They're actually, it's a little too loud, I think.
you think it's too loud?
It's too loud. I mean, I guess it's not too loud. It's just loud.
I mean, if we know we're loud, then we won't bleed.
That is true.
You know?
Yep.
That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it, at least.
All right, welcome back. Episode 5.
Welcome
What do you
back.
like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know we're back?
Second taping.
Sorry that Rubi Rose is she's actually putting her hair and makeup on right now for her interview.
Surprise
portion.
guest. Ruby Rose is upstairs. She's coming out. She'll come out probably like halfway through.
Yeah.
She's got her team up there.
Yeah, she's just doing hair and makeup right now, and then she'll be down in a little bit. So just stay tuned. Listen to the entire podcast, and she'll be at the end.
No, that was cool though.
Should we get into that first?
Let's get into that first. That was the most recent.
Let's hear it.
Met Ruby Rose at our work that will not be named.
The work that will never be named.
9:00 comes. I'm tired. I'm ready to fucking go home. And then they're like, "Oh, we got 5 to 7 top walking coming in." I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit.
I want to go. Fuck. I got to go home. Couple of the prettiest women I've ever seen in my life.
And then it turned out to be
Ruby Rose
an online sensation.
and Nick, whatever his last name is, streamer.
Yeah.
I forget his last name.
And I think the other guy was a streamer.
I don't care that I forgot his last name because he tipped me under 20. Actually, I'm gonna find his name.
I will tell
I'll
you.
call him out.
All influencers tip bad. When I worked at Saddle Ranch in Los Angeles, they're the worst to ever take care of.
Bro, I was so pissed.
They're always
Ruby
drunk,
would have tipped
annoying.
me at least 40%.
She probably would have.
Me and Ruby were getting along. We were having a good time.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Think you guys are getting along?
Yep. Nick Naracina? Nick Naracina?
Yeah, I can't even say
Whatever. Yeah, he tipped me less than 20%. And I gave him excellent service. I was pretty upset about that. But it's okay. No, Ruby was a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She finished her dinner. I said, hey, I'm a big fan. Big fan of your OnlyFans.
I'm a lifetime subscriber. I've seen those titties bounce up and down too many times.
I've sent
to
you
count.
10 grand. I've sent you 10 grand for feet pics.
I haven't paid rent in the last 6 months because I keep looking at your butt cheeks online. I love them that much, and I love you that much, Ruby Rose.
Yep. And whenever they paid to leave, I was like, hey, you should come on our podcast. We have a really, really big, well-known podcast. We'd love if you came on.
Please, please, please.
And she was like, yeah, the Wouldn't You Like to Know podcast. I've watched it.
Yeah.
She's like, you and Cody Hively. He works here too, right?
Yeah, the Nick guy came out. He's like, hey, aren't you Cody Hively from the Wouldn't You Like to Know podcast? I said, shh, don't let people know. Don't let people know about that.
Now that we're big time, we're getting big time guests. What's next for us?
No, dude. Kanye?
Kanye. Should we wear the outfit?
We're in this full Nazi gear when he comes. When he shows up.
You wear like the Black Klansman outfit.
I'm in the KKK.
We don't say it's you. We don't say it's you. We say it's Ye. But also, you're not. It's just me talking to you like you as Ye.
Wait. So I'm wearing a Klansman outfit and I'm talking like a black guy.
Yeah.
Getting canceled speedrun. I mean, that's diving into cancel.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so sick.
That would go so well right now. Honestly, that would be great. We should do that.
We should do that. You be the Klansman and I'll be I'll have like Nazi memorabilia uniform. It's like this has been in my family for 2 generations.
This is actually an authentic.
This is my great grandfather's Nazi uniform. It's history.
Authentic, yeah. This swastika is authentic. It was stitched by my German grandmother in 1940s for her husband to go fight the war.
So you go to someone's house and he has a bunch of paintings. They're like, these are Adolf's original pieces. It's like, why do you have these?
Damn, no wonder he fucking killed people. These fucking suck. It's crazy. Can you imagine getting so mad that you don't get into like art school that you just like, all right, well, I'm gonna kill as many Jews as possible.
I mean, we can get into it. We can get into it. You want to talk a little World War II?
You're saying I can't. You're saying I can't do authentic realism. Say goodbye to millions of Jews. I wonder if
Germany was just poor as fuck, and they're like, we gotta blame it on someone.
It's clearly not
the
our
Jewish
fault.
The Jewish people are having a little too nice right now, and we're not. Looks like we're gonna take away their good time.
Take away their good time.
In that they did. They made sure they were not having a good time.
They shut that party down quick. They said no more fun. Like they were like no more fun. Not even in the attic. Shout out Anne Frank. Was she in the attic or the basement? Or both?
The annex. Which is it? I just thought of something. So like Annex, the bar.
Yeah.
It's underground, but the annex for Anne Frank was in the top.
Was it?
Yeah. Because when they moved the bookshelf and it was up a flight of stairs or something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. Last time I've really looked into the history of Anne Frank was probably when I had to, like 4th grade, I think. You know?
Yeah.
That's probably the last time I even thought about it.
I went to the Holocaust Museum in D.C. It's really cool.
Was it lit?
It was really cool, actually.
I mean,
fuck.
Oh, God.
It was very interesting to see the history.
Wrong word to say there.
Fuck. All right, restart.
All right. Welcome to episode 5.
Oh, yeah, so we did have an episode 5.
We
Get
did.
into that. We did have an episode 5.
Fell through.
It was what I thought was a great episode.
Great episode, but we were 2 inches from each other screaming.
I was hammered by the time I got here.
For some reason, when you have 2 microphones and you're sitting 2 inches from each other's face screaming, the other microphone will pick it up, so you can't do that. We learned the hard way.
Yeah, that's why there's no episode this week. We're just retarded.
It's okay. We're so back now.
It was mostly Cody's fault.
Yeah, it was definitely my fault.
Okay, so I
the
came
guy
in
that
hot.
showed up 6 shots deep.
I came
2
in
glasses
hot,
of wine
but
deep.
then you pulled out the Jamie, and you're like, shots? I'm like, that's what I need right now.
Well,
More shots.
I wasn't gonna just be the one.
That's true.
That was just.
You had to match my freak.
I had to match the freak, and I matched it tenfold, and we ruined the podcast. It happens though.
We freaked too hard.
We're gonna make it back when Rubi Rose comes down with her
Ruby.
voluptuous booty.
Yeah. Hey Ruby, you almost ready? All right, word.
All right, she's coming down here shortly.
I just got a text from Ruby's manager. He said she is almost here.
I really thought she was like I didn't even really know what she was, honestly. So she's kind of like, what's the other girl that's like really famous for just banging famous people? That's currently dating Kevin Gates right now. Brittany
Renner.
Yeah. So is Rubi Rose just like another Brittany Renner, like a hot influencer online that just has an OnlyFans?
I guess. I mean, she's a rapper.
Right. Well,
I don't know what was first.
Well, I mean,
Like it's like the chicken and the egg conversation.
everyone has a song. You know, everyone can.
I mean, I know.
make a
I'm a
song.
big fan of her, so I know this.
Huge fan.
I
So
know
you-
this stuff.
Tell her what. Tell what happened when you when you wanted her to when she was like checking the photos, making sure they're good. What happened? What happened then?
All right, so me and Rubes were looking at the pictures. Making sure we were looking hot.
Yeah.
And we were, but she was swiping, and she swiped one too far, and it was a screenshot of her Instagram, and I wasn't
And
even
you
following
weren't
it.
following her. So she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, he just said he was a fan."
That's
Clearly
okay. I
not.
already got the pictures.
You already got the
I already
pictures?
got the pictures, and we got the podcast interview. So
How many times are you gonna go into those photos?
that's private information. No, I
Plead
told
the fifth.
I told Stan, and I was like, I think I told Stan this. It's like, I'll give you the photo, and you just Photoshop yourself over me, so he could say that he got a picture of the Rubi Rose too.
It's just like your face though, so it's like you can still see or it's just Stan's face and your dreads are still in the background. Just Stan with dreads.
That'd be pretty sweet. You think Stan could pull off dreads?
I think you should try.
He should try. He should try.
No better time like the present, you know.
It's true.
Start growing his hair out.
You got anything? You got any topics?
Dude, yeah, you wanna talk about the RFK scandal? Do you see that, bro? Do you see what's going on with him? They're trying to get our boy.
I saw that one guy made a video about it. Was the guy who went on Rogan?
Ian Carroll?
Ian Carroll. Yeah. He was breaking it down briefly. I don't quite remember.
So I watched a video of Candace Owens about the whole thing, and so basically, obviously, I mean, first off, RFK's teed up, bro. I mean,
Oh yeah.
he's look at him, dude.
He's fucking ripped,
He's got
dude.
a brick house shitter, can do pull-ups at fucking, how's he, like 70-something?
Yeah, he's old as fuck. He's
Doing pull-ups and shit. Obviously, these journalists are going to want to get a piece of him.
yeah.
Like I said, he's teed up, bro. He's full of testosterone.
Dude.
He's going to want to get it back.
Dude, he's trying to make America healthy
Who
again.
gives a fuck?
He's
if
trying to
you're
make
married?
America
I'm
healthy.
kidding. I'm just kidding. That's the
He
thing.
needs to be teed up.
That's why it matters, because he's married and
Oh yeah, I
he's
forgot.
been. So okay, so this is the story. So I guess apparently he was allegedly sexting with videos to this reporter by the name of Olivia Nuzzi,
Oh yeah.
and then she was working with another reporter with Habitat something, and they were writing a hit piece on Candace Owens. And the Olivia Nuzzi said that the piece it needs to be a clean shot to get Candace Owens. But then Olivia Nuzzi is also one that's trying to blackmail RFK because she was sexting him. And she's married or has a fiance, and obviously RFK's married. But bro, I mean,
Hasn't RFK been like caught for like cheating on his wife before?
probably, dude. He's a sex symbol,
Yeah.
bro. If your uncle,
I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. Just go ahead. Fucking tell on me, loser.
that's what I'm saying. Bro, who cares that much? I mean,
It's not that big of a deal.
it's.
I mean, it is a big
Yeah,
deal.
it's a big-
it is a big
I
deal.
get
You
it.
shouldn't cheat.
You should not cheat on your wife. Yes, I completely understand that. But
If RFK was a black guy, he would not cheat.
okay, okay.
Call back.
I'm not jumping in this one.
Call back.
I'm
If
not
you want
jumping
to
that
hear Cody say something mean-spirited about a group of people,
one. Come on, it wasn't mean spirit.
it's in episode
It
1
was-
somewhere.
I'm joking. I'm joking. This is gonna be our Old Testament. I started getting some momentum with my comedy career, and then this is gonna come back.
Yeah, and then you get fired from Saturday Night Live.
My Jewish agents gonna be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Why do you say that?
I'm like, "You guys do hold on to your money pretty well. I mean, this is pretty."
You're a rich Jewish agent,
Yeah.
Hollywood agent.
I'm like, "You're a multimillionaire." I wonder if my manager was Jewish.
Call him. Ask him.
I don't. Well, he's not my manager anymore, but
Okay, that doesn't mean you can't call him.
yeah, I could just call him and be like, "Hey, how's everything going?" He's like, "Hey, man, I haven't talked to you. You back in LA?" I'm like, "No, I'm actually probably not going to move back to LA ever. I was just calling to know if you're Jewish."
I was having a
Okay.
conversation. You came up, and I just want to know if you're a Jew.
I just figured if you were.
No, I mean not an issue if you are.
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
You know, you're an elite Hollywood symbol.
Yeah, he actually has had some pretty successful clients. He was a big step in the right direction with my career. Even though I didn't really feel like it because I fucking died and then whatever. But
Small bump in the road.
I feel like he has to be Jewish. I feel like it. He seems like he'd be Jewish. I had a crazy agent in New York City. This like little gay Filipino guy. But he was out of his fucking mind. He repped all the famous I gotta make sure I say this right.
Your agent was just Speedy Gonzalez.
The drag queens. He repped all the famous drag queens in New York City. Like Trixie, or
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not.
I don't remember either.
I'm not well versed on my drag queens.
It's like all the ones on like RuPaul's.
Only the ones down at Babylon. Those are the only ones I know.
Well, I mean, like, so basically all the famous ones that were like on RuPaul's drag race, he reps all of them. And then there was me, just like a white actor.
They tried to turn you.
No.
They're like, Cody, you'd have a way better career if you
He was out of his fucking mind.
put on the dress.
So I met him in college, And he was like, you need to drop out of school. He wanted me to come to New York City to audition for Marina Abramovich. You know who that is?
No.
Oh, bro.
What is that?
Marina Abramovich, like the mother of performance art that's also like in cahoots with like all like the sex trafficking and all the fucking weird like demonic Satan and shit in art in Hollywood and stuff.
You almost got blasted?
Bro, so he wanted me to come audition for this thing. Guess what this thing was?
It's my thing.
What are you looking for?
Don't worry about it.
Well, you're fucking grabbing all parts of your body.
I was stressed out, dude.
You got it? You good?
Got it.
All right. Anyway, before you rudely interrupted my story, Marina Abramovich is like this crazy lady. She did this like performance art piece where she like was in a room with like a bunch of objects, and she was like sitting on a chair, and she let anyone do anything to her, to any of the objects. There was like feathers, there was a knife, there was a loaded gun. And like after like 14 hours or whatever, she was like, quote, came out covered in blood and tears, was lucky to be alive. I don't know. She's fucking out of her mind. And she's like from another country where they're allowed to do all that shit. Like Russia.
Where was this?
I don't know.
By the way, just so I know to stay away from there.
Somewhere in Europe. I don't know. Obviously. No
Yeah.
shit. But anyway, so my audition was for this. It was like a traveling thing. It was like a traveling like art exhibit. And I'm 20 at the time when this was going on. I was 20, I think, maybe 21. And this guy that I met from this showcase in Florida wanted me to drive to New York City to audition because I had to like take essentially nude photos for this piece, because basically what I was going to do was stand in poses butt naked for hours, like for performance art.
Confident enough in your piece to do that?
I mean, I was gonna have to be. I mean, I'm hoping we have like a moment of fluff, you know.
You have to do it for hours, so you have to like refluff. You're like, guys, I'm gonna take 5.
I'll give you 1 second.
You just turn around. You're just like,
stretching it.
all right, I'm ready.
I'm back. No, I mean it paid really well, and it was like a full tour through Europe, like probably like 15 different countries. So I was like, this is pretty sick. I don't care to stand butt naked in front of a bunch of like weirdos. That's cool with me.
Yeah.
But he's like, you need to like drop out of school. I was like, okay, well I can't be dropping out of school, dude.
Mom, Dad, I'm dropping out to get naked.
I'm dropping out. I'm going to Europe and I'm pulling my nuts out.
It's like a fancy stripper.
It basically was a high class stripper. It literally was.
That's tight.
But it was art. I almost did it, dude. I was like,
You
that
know,
would have been sick.
It's art, so the only difference is there's not a guy like jerking off like under his pants, like
yeah,
like
yeah.
a couple rows away.
Right. There's not just like some creep with really baggy, like the baggy robe on.
A robe. Walk into a strip club with a robe. That'd be a fire move. I got underwear on underneath.
Yeah.
You actually don't.
You
You're
have
just saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna check?
You're gonna take my robe off me? You're gonna unrobe me?
It's not even a nice. It's like a hotel robe.
It's like a
You just left the
like a
fucking,
shitty white shower robe.
You just left the Motel 6. That's like right next to it.
It has like stains on it.
You spilled little blood stain. Little blood stain on it.
Sorry, I have a sinus infection. I didn't mean to have blood in my snot. It's all over your sleeve. You keep wiping your nose on your sleeve. So I don't have as much money to tip you.
It's like, sorry, I spent all my money on
the
this
hotel.
robe.
on the hotel room.
On the hotel room in the robe. It's $5 in the gift shop. The Motel 6 gift shop.
You're going to come to a strip club with $5? Well, now I can't do a strip club with no dollars because I had to pay the cover. The cover is $20. I was going straight to you, little lady. No, it's not. Yeah, but anyways, back to the RFK scandal.
Yeah,
we got really far off
we
that.
really strayed away from that one.
Yeah, so apparently he was like video sexing Olivia Nuzzi, this like journalist. Dude, just jacked RFK cranking his hog at you.
Dude, they gotta release the video. I gotta see it.
Dude,
I gotta see it.
imagine the sounds that man makes.
Oh no!
Show me your tits.
I hope my wife doesn't find out about this.
Don't tell my wife how big your tits are.
Wow, your melons are massive.
Oh wow! Keep doing that. I think I'm going to bust soon.
Oh, I'm busting. I'm busting.
You know what'd be crazy?
I'm about to bust.
Oh,
You know what'd be crazy if
Can we switch? Can you get on top?
can I have a rusty trombone? Oh, it's where you eat my ass from the back.
Is that what a rusty trombone is?
And you play my penis like a slide, like the slide of the trombone.
Yeah, I made you look it up on the last the Forbidden
I do not
podcast.
remember. I
The
don't.
Forbidden Look it up. Look it up. I want you to read it. Look up Urban Dictionary Rusty Trombone.
Oh, I'm almost there. Don't forget the nuts. Don't forget my nuts.
Rusty trom.
Bend that ass over like you're hiking or something.
I'm going to take my fingers. And I'm going to move them in a circular motion on your clitoris.
I'm stroking my dick. I'm stroking my dick right now.
What's that? What, you know what I'm talking about? That audio of that. Who was that? It was like some famous guy. I'm beating my dick. I'm beating my dick right now.
I'm stroking my shit. I'm stroking my shit.
I'm
stroking my shit. I'm stroking my shit right now.
I'm stroking my
I'm
shit.
about to bust. Okay. All right, I gotta stop doing that. Hurts.
Write an article about this, Olivia.
Rusty trombone is a sexual act in which a man stands with his knees and back slightly torqued with feet at least shoulder width apart to expose his anus. And yeah, you're just getting your ass eaten from the back.
Yep.
While you're getting jorked.
But read it though. I like it.
Uh,
I like when you read it.
Will you read it again?
Read it in the RFK voice.
A rusty trombone is a sexual act in which a man stands with his knees and back slightly
Oh
torqued
yeah.
with feet
Oh.
at least shoulder width apart to expose his anus.
Oh, I would like a couple of those right now.
I can really go for a jerk from the back.
Olivia, I've been gooning all week. I can't wait to show you my healthy load. My load has no red 40 or aspartame in it. You can eat my loads.
Olivia, watch how I torque my back and then spread my feet shoulder width apart so you can eat my ass from the back while you slowly jerk my erect penis. This is stupid. This is going on too long.
Hey, I needed to get it back. We did it for 10 times longer.
We
in
did?
the other pod.
I just did a blacked out pod. Like that, we should have known that was not
yeah.
going to work.
Oh well, yeah, I mean it didn't. It didn't work out at all.
We probably had
We
a
tried.
couple good bits. Was that a tough watch back when you had to watch the video?
I didn't watch it all.
You didn't watch?
No. I can't even watch the audio either because it fucking bleeds so bad. We're like echoing each other's mics. It's just
No, you did show. You showed me. He showed me one clip, and it was like I was slurring so hard. I couldn't.
my number one.
You wanna do that
comedian
again?
Start to do. So yeah. So what we tried to do last time was an opener, a middle, and a closer for comedy. What would yours be? Do you remember? I know what yours are already.
I know what mine are, because I did this sober, so I do remember
All right,
that.
let's hear it.
My opener, Shane Gillis. My middle is Louis C.K. And my closer is Dave Chappelle.
Nice. I said, I can't remember what I said. I think I said,
Closer, Bert Kreischer.
I like Bert.
I like Bert.
I don't know why people hate on Bert.
Take that out. I didn't say anything bad about him.
I think mine would be, I think I said Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, and then Ralphie May. I think that's what I said.
That's not bad. I would have put Ralphie May as my headliner, but he is funny.
I
He's
just
really
love
funny.
Ralphie May. He's so funny.
I'd say I never knew that about you. I've never heard you speak once about Ralphie May.
Right, He's so funny. I wish he could just I wish he could have just stopped his lifestyle so he could just stay for a little bit
He's
longer.
a big boy.
I mean, that was a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, it
he's
sucks
so
with
big.
everyone like that. You're just like, it's going to happen.
Oh, I know, man. It's
You know who
crazy.
it's never going to happen to?
Who?
Gabriel Iglesias. He will never die.
I know, man. It's incredible.
He's like
He's a unit too.
he is an absolute unit.
Absolute big boy. That's why I call him Fluffy, bro. He's fluffy as hell.
He's
funny,
not
though,
fat.
too. Very
fluffy.
funny.
Gabriel Iglesias is very underrated. But I mean, like he doesn't do it anymore, does he?
Oh yeah, I think he does.
He does.
Yeah, I think he does clean comedy. I mean, he's a clean comic, so
Yeah.
But
Oh, you just don't hear about him.
just don't hear about.
I haven't heard about him in like 10 years.
Imagine getting cracked open by
Gabriel
Fluffy.
Iglesias.
Who would win in a sumo match? Ralphie May or Gabriel Iglesias?
I'm gonna go Gabriel Iglesias. I think he's got that Hispanic rage.
I think. Isn't Ralphie May bigger though? He's got that redneck power to him though.
I think he's too big to where he couldn't win the fight. I think Gabriel Iglesias could win the fight.
I think Ralphie May gives him one good round, and then after that, it's game over. Can't really do anything about it.
Yep.
Yeah,
But it's not bad. It's not bad.
pretty solid.
All right. If it seems like we're a little tuckered out, we're a little tuckered out. We got it
That's
in
all right.
earlier.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're doing well. We balled out,
Yeah, we've balled. We hooped a little bit.
hooped a little bit. Solid.
I was cooked. Didn't even play an actual full game. I was cooked. That 3v3 took it out of me. I was dying, bro. I was like, because they only needed 2, and I was like, you and Skylar, I was like, yeah, you guys play. That's fine. I was like, I need to sit down. I need to sit down.
I wasn't really hustling as much as I could have been in that 5v5 either. That fucking old guy, or not the old guy, but the guy that looked like nerdy Thor. He's actually balling.
Dude, he had some fucking fancy handles. He was
Right.
making some great passes, but
Bro.
he was trying to get a little too cute with it a couple times. And
Yeah.
he like fucking turned it over. And I was like, all right, guy, we get it. You can pass.
Yeah. He hit me with a pass that I did not think he was gonna get to me. I was like, oh my god. But yeah.
Was that like under the hoop?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the right baseline. Yeah, I remember that. I watched that play.
Yeah. I was like, I did not think he was gonna get it to me. Hell of a passer.
Oh,
But yeah, man.
yeah, enough
balling.
enough about rec basketball.
Enough about did you say rec basketball?
Rec.
What about erect basketball?
So that's
You
just like
have to
that's
be-
just like a gay guy playing basketball.
Why does he have to be gay? You can't be. You can't.
He's
play
getting
bas-
back down by dudes. He's like, hell yeah.
He's rock hard.
He's bricked. You go to
He clearly-
you go to back someone down the post and they're just fucking. It's like the same thing a stripper goes through.
He's not even like.
He's wearing baggy sweatpants.
He's
He
in
has just a
He's in a
erect penis.
silk. He's in a robe.
He's
that
in
he
a
got from the hotel.
He's bricked up.
He's-
His dick's poking out of the robe.
He's like, I'm wearing underwear. I swear. Like, clearly, your penis is out. You don't have underwear on. And he's like, he has no business being in the paint. He's like 5'5", and he's like
So
back. He's
super flamboyant gay guy, naked underneath a robe, trying to play pickup basketball at the rec.
no one wants to go into the paint against him.
He has like 50 points. No one's going near him.
All the frat bros are like, I didn't get near that.
Yeah, we switch up teams. Like, I want him. And then another gay guy with a robe comes in.
And then they just start fucking. He's backing the other one down. They just start having sex.
He's backing him down, and his penis is going in like there's like a hole cut out of the other one, the robe.
The whole thing is just like, all right, I think we're done with this game.
Everyone's gone. The lights are like about to turn off.
They're still fucking. They're still backing each other down.
God.
That's good
Sorry,
stuff
I'm not.
right there.
Sorry, I'm not on my phone. I'm not on my phone. I'm on my notes. I'm
Sure.
seeing what I have in here.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about? Have you ever watched the podcast, or not the podcast, but the documentary of the Bikram guy?
Bikram?
Yeah.
No.
You know that guy? You know who that guy is?
Bikram.
Yeah.
No.
Like Bikram yoga.
No.
So Bikram was this guy from India that like basically coined hot yoga. He like tried to copyright the poses, like got really famous and very successful from Bikram yoga. It's like you know what hot yoga is. So there's like a set sequence of poses that you do in heat, and it's really good. Like it actually like it's tough. You feel great afterwards. But
Hot yoga, is that 2 gay guys in robes?
yeah, just in a normal temperature room, but doing yoga so much that it gets hot in there. The friction of their cotton robes rubbing against each other can start a fire. How hard? How much? How fast and hard would that to be doing yoga to catch a fire with their silk robes? Friction.
Yoga's just like not moving though, really. So it's like it's just getting into a pose and like holding it.
Yeah, I mean,
There'd be no friction.
You'd have to switch poses really fast, over and over and over again. Anyways, this guy was like, so he like started this, and then he moves, or he came to the United States to teach this because he was getting like, you know, I guess like, so he had a wife, but then he would like come and teach these seminars in the United States, like at these hotels and stuff, and like he'd crank the heat in like the conference room, and like he'd have like hundreds of people in these conferences doing yoga and teaching them how to like, because he like taught them how to do it, and then they could bring it to their studios and stuff, whatever, you know. But he was like a piece of shit, like of a person, like the shittiest person. Like he was like essaying the women that were coming to his conferences, like giving them private,
can't do that.
giving them private lessons, and like when they were on the downward dog, he'd just like stick his boner, like basically like making them back him down, and then he'd be like, he was in the robe, like he was the one in the silk robe behind them.
He's in stained like fucking sweatpants, holes in it.
And his wife knew that he was doing this shit, but she's like, well, I'm driving a fucking Cadillac, so I'm just not gonna make a big deal about
Would you
this.
let your husband rub his boner on chicks' butts during yoga if you had a nice house?
Well, he was
in a
doing
car?
more than just rubbing boners on him.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was getting in there a couple times, I guess. But
yeah, that's
he was a real piece of shit, basically. And what's crazy is he fled back to India, I guess, and he still teaches classes. He's still like doing the thing.
yeah. I'm sure you in that line of business you can probably get away with. You can probably get away with going back in because like you don't need to. What are they? It's like getting disbarred.
Right.
Like you can never teach yoga again.
Right. Yeah.
or else you get fucking sent to prison.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
I'm sure you can.
He just.
Sure, you do your time. You can open up a yoga studio in a small town in India.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's.
That's like when you get canceled for that joke you made in the previous
What
episode.
it's not even that bad of a
You
joke.
just move to India and start a small yoga studio.
All right, for everyone that doesn't know, the joke was Devin said black guys don't cheat. And I said, okay, yeah, and Jewish people aren't stingy, which is pretty funny. It's also a joke. I know there's faithful black men. Maybe. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. There's very faithful black men. But that was a joke. And if that did get me canceled, I would just move to India and start a hot yoga studio. But I'd be butt naked. Under a robe, under a shitty bloody robe that I got from. That would be the only clothing I have because I had to flee the country so fast. That I was,
hotel room.
That I was in a Hilton. I was in a Hilton hotel.
Trying to get through TSA. They're like, sir, you cannot come in here.
I have clothes on.
He's like, I have underwear on. You want to check?
You don't have to have underwear on. If everything's covered, you can be butt naked in a robe, right?
That seems illegal.
Why? You're clothed. You have everything on.
No, it's just. I don't know. Phil, you should be high priority on the watch list if you do that.
Okay, well, a screw's probably loose if you're walking around in just a robe. Like nothing else, no socks, no shoes, no nothing. Pretty questionable. But actually, there is a lot of places where you need shoes. So I guess you would have to have like shoes.
You would
on.
have to have shoes.
You'd have to have shoes on, yeah. But you technically have a shirt on. Like you have clothing on.
I guess it's just kind of like a dress.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Pretty much.
All right.
Just don't look under it.
Let's go to the airport. Me and you.
Let's go to the airport.
In robes.
Well, let's see what's more serious. You come with a robe. I'll come with a bomb strapped to my chest. And let's see which gets caught first. You get caught first. They're like, get up, get a fucking robe on.
And you just walk on through because they're all preoccupied with my robe. You actually blow up in the airport. You go through with it.
They're like, well, we were a little we were a little concerned about this gentleman that came in with nothing but a robe on.
Weren't you talking about that plan that you have for the Pittsburgh airport?
What the fuck, yo?
Weren't you talking about that
What the heck?
really funny plan you have?
Okay, you're gonna make this podcast not to be able to be released either, because you're fucking setting me up. The CIA is gonna come and be like, "What?"
I didn't say you were doing anything bad. I said it was a cool, funny plan that you have for the Pittsburgh airport.
What?
On that certain date that you told me.
Oh yeah, where I go with the robe on.
Dude, I was on Twitter, and
It's X now. Excuse you. Excuse
I'm
you.
never calling it X.
Excuse you. No,
Elon Musk, I know you're watching. I'll never call it X ever. Not even if there's a gun to my head, I would never call it X.
Elon Musk, if you're listening,
But
I would like a Tesla. I don't care that people don't like them.
okay, before I do this, did you see the fucking Doge protest?
No, I told you I didn't see
oh,
that. Was it
that's right. I
downtown?
talked to you about this already.
Yeah, people are
Oh yeah, I talked to you about this today.
on the way to
I forgot.
basketball. What we got over there?
Ooh,
cookies.
Ooh, cookies.
Oh.
Little delivery. Rubi Rose just brought in cookies.
Well, thank you so much, Ruby Rose. I can't wait to start the podcast with you in a second after you eat some insomnia cookies.
Cody, when do you start dating Rubi Rose?
Since yesterday, actually, she saw me in the dining room.
No, that's not true. She was way more into me.
She was forced to like you because you were her.
She wasn't forced to like me.
She was forced.
She liked me because I was devilishly handsome and very polite and well-mannered.
Yeah, then you're like, oh, I'm such a big fan. Please, can I have a photo? Please.
How do
please,
how do you ask for a photo? I was trying to be flattering.
Please, can I have a photo? I'll kill myself if you don't give me a photo. Please, I need one.
Please.
If you don't give me a photo, I'll jump off a bridge, I swear.
Everyone in the back's gonna call me gay if I don't get a photo. Please. I'm gonna let down the whole staff if you don't give me a photo, please.
You really did fumble the bag.
I did fumble the bag.
When I told you, you should have been like,
Dude, I panicked. She hit me with. I was trying
gave you this.
I was trying to control the conversation, and then she like started the conversation first.
Yeah, because she thought you were.
And she threw. I had a whole game plan of what I was gonna say.
Because she thought you were kicking them out.
Why would I kick them out? We were
Because
open.
you started with pardon the interruption.
I didn't say pardon the interruption.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say pardon the interruption.
What'd you say?
I kind of said that.
Yeah, I know. So
And I said,
and then
I said,
heard
sorry,
you.
I don't mean to interrupt. That's what I said.
I heard you.
I didn't say pardon.
I
the
heard you
interruption.
through the partition or the server station, and you kind of sounded.
You
like
were listening to me?
taking- Yeah.
What the fuck is your problem, dude?
Because I knew you were gonna fuck it up. I should have went out there.
Dude, fuck you, dude. You're just jealous.
No,
you're
I'm
jealous.
not
It wasn't you.
No, because
You're jealous that Ruby Rose loves me and she doesn't love you.
No, I'm not jealous. This is what would
We'll
happen.
ask her- we'll ask her when she
We would
comes
have a
down.
very sick staff photo framed on the wall if I went out there, because I would have been like, listen, it'd be really cool. You know.
I thought they were trying to get out quick.
No, because they thought you.
I
were
understand
kicking them
that now. That's not what I was thinking in the moment. Fucking
out. Fumbled, dude.
bitch.
Just fumbled the bag.
I got a picture, and I am sorry because I was gonna ask for, like, if we could get like a staff picture, but when she said we're leaving, I thought she meant like she was trying to like. I thought she knew that I was gonna come and ask for a picture, because the way I like walked up to her, and
You should have like.
I was stupid.
Yeah,
You know, I was
you,
stupid.
Yeah,
I was
you walked
stupid.
up. You walked up on your hands and knees. Please, can I get a photo, please? Please, I love you so much. I only know who you were until today, and now I really want a photo, please. Can I please have a photo? Please. Your booty is so big and your titties are so voluptuous. I would like to get a photo with you. Please, can you have your old bald-headed manager take a photo of us?
I served Ruby Rose her first limoncello ever. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, dude.
That's pretty cool.
If we really want to talk about celebrity interactions,
You have some good ones, I'm sure
I
of
got a
it.
pocket full of them, buddy.
Yeah. Yep.
I got a pocket full of them.
All right, if we can go celeb for celeb, I got a few.
You want to go celeb for celeb?
We can go celeb for celeb. Give me one. Oh, tell your
You want me-
Blanco.
you want
Tell
me-
your
you want me to come
Blanco
off hot
story.
with the Blanco one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. So, obviously, we're at the Cartier event. You know, I would have been invited if I wasn't working, but I was like, you know what, I'll just work it. I'll be, I'll take one for the team. I'll work the event. let the other celebrities have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
of course.
I worked at like being a good guy, like I am. Shit.
You're really
And,
humble.
Really super humble. So I worked the Cartier event, whatever, no biggie. What's her face is like the ambassador. Why is it blanking right now? Anyways, some little brunette actor. But at my table, I was like, I was hoping I was gonna get a celebrity table, and I got a celebrity table to take care of. And like Benny Blanco was there, Dove Cameron was at the table. Phineas was there too. Billie Eilish's brother, Phineas, he was at the table too. He performed a little bit, which was pretty cool.
I didn't know. Sweet.
Oh, what was the ambassador's name? Her name was like, she's on the show Emily in Paris. Hey, Jamie, can you look that up for me?
Dude, I
you look
almost
up real
said
quick
that earlier. I'm like, fuck. I
Where's
wish
my
we had
phone?
someone. I wish we had a Jamie.
Whatever. I don't care. Anyways, so the story is,
Whatever.
so Benny Blanco was at the table, and this was like when Dave was like super popular, and had the billboards of like Dave, like the Little Dicky show, all over Hollywood, like on the billboards and everything. And I like the show.
Great show. I
so-
love the show.
And I was like taking care of the table, like, and I'd walk by, and they were talking about the show. Benny was literally talking about scenes that they were shooting and stuff. And Benny got a steak, and after he had a couple
How do
bites
you temp it?
medium rare,
Medium rare.
Yeah.
Good man.
like a true bro, the way you order a steak,
Yeah.
So I came up to him, and he was, I was making sure everything was good, and I put my arm on him and like leaned into his ear, and I was like, "Hey, Chuck, how's the steak, Chuck?" And then Benny turned around and like put his arm on my shoulder and goes, he like looks me in the eye and goes, "Oh, Chuck, it's so good, Chuck."
That might be one of my favorite stories ever.
That was a good
That's a really fucking good one.
That was good. I'm so glad he played along, because that was a
What if he didn't?
That
What if
could've
he
been
was
a-
like, "Get the fuck out of my face"?
that could have been a risk. He's like, "Don't fucking touch me, you peasant."
No, he doesn't come off like that type of guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
He had he's Jewish, so he had this like iced out gold Star of David. I was like, that's pretty baller.
That's tight. That's tight.
It's pretty tough. Yeah, that was cool.
You snatch his Star of David chain.
Oh, Chuck, give me that shit.
You get charged for a robbery and a hate crime in one fell swoop.
Damn, that'd have been tough.
Um,
You got a celebrity one?
Nope. So the thing I brought up earlier. So there's this meme. It was so it's me forcing myself to enjoy a game after I pay $60 for it, and it's that picture of SpongeBob. Oh, for the camera.
I could have just uploaded it.
Here, I got you.
I could have just.
That's not gonna work. That's definitely not.
I'm
gonna
just.
work.
I'll put it on the thing.
And it says, "Tell us what game." And then someone did at Grok, explain this in hood terms. So then Grok like actually fucking replied to it, and he's like, "Yo, you dropped $60 on a game, and it's straight trash. Like it ain't hitting at all. But you're like, nah, I paid for this. I gotta make it work. So you're sitting there trying to force yourself to enjoy it, even though you know it's whack. That's the vibe. SpongeBob all stressing, playing something that he don't even like, 'cause he ain't trying to waste that bread. Real talk. It's that moment you feel played, but you can't admit it." That's how Grok said it.
Hey, Grok.
And then someone said, "Grok, explain this in One Piece terms." And they fucking did it. And then this one says, "Grok, explain this as Link from The Legend of Zelda." And it's all explaining the post
That's
like
pretty good.
accurately in like no matter what you say.
Dude, is Elon Musk gonna take the world over, bro?
Unfortunately, I think he might.
He just keeps getting
I
richer
think
and
he's
richer.
stepping
man.
down from his White House position. Well, not right this second, but like I think it wasn't there like yeah, people don't like you, dude. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here. He really.
He shouldn't have been in that position, anyways.
He's really became very unlikable, which I understand why. Obviously, you're ruining a lot of jobs. There's a lot of things that and the government should have been cleaned up. But there's a lot of people that are losing their jobs, which they probably shouldn't. And then we still spend all this fucking money on war and shit. So it's like, what's really going down, you know?
I don't know. There's
I just don't want to go to war. I just don't want to go to another war. I mean, we've already been.
Dude, I'm real scared
We've already been in war.
of nukes. Nuclear war. It's really
Nukes
scary.
are very scary.
Trump hates nukes.
He's not a big fan of them.
He's like, hey, can we all just fucking get rid of our nukes?
Let's all throw them away at the same time. We're gonna keep a couple, but everyone else throw theirs away.
Can we go back to whenever we only had them?
We'll throw them. We'll all throw them in the trash on 3. 1, 2, 3.
We fucking flexed hard on Japan for.
Oh my god, we literally took our nuts out and put them.
Yeah,
on
we're like, hey, we
Japan's
got
face.
this new thing. You guys want to see this?
They were. I mean, they were being little pricks.
They were being little pricks. We didn't need to drop a nuke on their fucking civilian population. That was a little too far.
Absolutely not.
Twice.
Absolutely not. But now Japan's cool as shit.
Yeah, they fucking learned.
They're like, we're gonna take a step back and we're gonna.
They're like, yo, you guys actually aren't fucking around. My bad.
Like,
Didn't know your game. My bad.
we didn't recognize your game, America. Sorry. But yeah, I want to go to Japan so bad though.
You should.
I had a flight booked to Japan in 2019 or 2020.
Oh, and then it got gay. It got gay, and then you
Very
couldn't
fucking
fly
gay.
anywhere.
Well, I literally had a layover in Shanghai, and I was like, maybe this will just fly. Maybe this will just breeze over. I can go.
This is gonna breeze over.
I really thought. Like I had like a month before the flight, and I was like, I think it'll be.
Changed life as we know it forever.
And then I got my money back, which is fine. But dude, I had like a week in Japan, flight, hotels, and everything booked for $1,000. How crazy is that?
That's fucking cheap as hell,
I
dude.
know. That's why COVID happened.
Just, yeah.
They're like, we cannot let this guy fly here this cheap. That's insane. I was staying in like a really nice hotel for a couple nights, and then the rest in like hostels. But like, it was gonna be so much. I had a whole itinerary. I was working for this like Japanese conglomerate company. Like I was like we were like their serving staff for like all their dinners and stuff. And their house was super sick. It was like looked over Central Park. We would just bartend and do dinner for them and everything. And like the president's wife loved me because I fixed her Apple TV one time, and she'd always go Apple TV. Like she didn't know my name for the longest time. Then she finally learned my name.
Yeah.
Super cool though. They're like the fanciest Japanese restaurant in New York City would come and like do dinner for them. Like this world-renowned Michelin star chef would come and we'd serve the food. And then at the end, she'd come in and give everyone candies, like as a way of thanks.
What?
And she'd give everyone one piece of candy, and then she came up to me and gave me a whole bag of candy, like right in front of the chef. She's like, "Hey," because she knew I loved like the matcha candies, so she'd either fly to Japan, get them, bring them back, or have them like shipped here, and just give me all these like matcha candies all the
That's
time.
tight.
She's cool as shit, and she helped me write my itinerary for Japan. Like I had like a whole thing. I was gonna take like this bullet train, like they have like super fast trains, and it's like, why the fuck can't we have that here? It'll destroy the airline industry. I'm red-pilled hard and put my tinfoil hat on, but it's true. Anyways, I had all kinds of shit going on, and yeah, fucking fell through, man. COVID happened, bro.
So you just
COVID-
never went back.
COVID really put a fucking damper on everything. It really,
Dude,
really
that was-
fucked everything up.
Yeah, COVID sucked, dude.
Just
And then like it got to a point like so much time was going by. I'm like, I'm going out. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
hell's
What
wrong
the
with you?"
fuck is wrong with you? It's like, no, I just want to go get a beer at the fucking dive bar that the same 10 people go to every day.
Right. Oh, I went to Florida a couple times. Florida was just Florida. It didn't feel like any different.
Yeah.
I went down to Florida. It was like,
They're like, COVID, were you fucking gay?
I mean, like a couple.
You
people
believe in that hoot nanny?
What the hell? What are you, a woman? Come on.
Listen, we got DeSantis, and he's telling us we're all good.
DeSantis said we're cool, so we're chilling.
Hey, if COVID's real, then how come the beaches are open?
If you have enough Mai Tais, COVID doesn't exist.
Honestly, if I'm living in Florida, the last thing I'm worried about is COVID.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, but hurricanes, everything else. You think I'm worried about something I can't see? Think I'm worried about a little cold, a common cold.
I used to go down to Florida a lot.
God, I love Florida.
Had an ex that lived there. I'd fly down.
Oh, your
quite a
ex
bit.
live in Florida?
Yep. And I'd like go out and walk her dog, but it'd be like nighttime, and I'd be like, all right, hurry up, dude, hurry up,
Shake it and let's go.
come on, dude. I did not like walking around.
Fucking
I
pick
did
one
not
up.
like walking around there.
Why?
Oh, it was fucking a little sketchy. It was a little
Why?
sketchy in there.
Where
yeah.
out in Florida?
In the. All right, now I don't want to. I don't want to give specifics on this.
Was it like a hood area?
It was like a little bit. It was a little
Okay.
bit. It was a little bit like that.
So you're in Jacksonville. No, just kidding.
No, it was cool. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'd be like, "Fuck, this is." I'm not from Florida. I don't know Florida that well, so I was just like,
well, not. There's a lot of places in Florida that are fucking awesome, and you can walk around at night. It's not like
"Yeah, I know." The place that I was at, I did
just
not want to
okay.
walk around at night.
you made it sound like most of it's like sketchy. Like no,
Nah.
there's a lot of cool spots. in
It's chill.
Florida.
It's.
Dude, St. Pete.
I love St. Pete.
It's the
I
best.
fucking love St. Pete.
I think the coastal side's growing on, or not the coastal side, the Gulf side grows on me a little bit. The waters are so chill, and it gets really warm in the summer. It's like
The Gulf.
the Gulf side, the Gulf of America,
The Gulf of America.
the Gulf of America.
Hell yeah, brother.
What a crazy thing!
Go get
Like,
your MAGA hat that you have upstairs. Go put it on.
yeah. I'll go get it. Hold on.
Isn't it?
I'll go
okay.
get my MAGA hat,
It
and my
is-
Nazi uniform.
It is so fucking funny how mad people got about the Gulf of America thing.
What? It does not affect you.
Who gives
It
a
literally
fuck?
does not affect you.
That is the
at
funniest thing.
It doesn't
People
affect
actually
anybody.
getting fully fucking
Tilted.
pissed off
all. So tilted
online,
about-
like, how dare you change
How dare
it?
you change
How
the
dare you
Gulf
change
to
the name?
America? What the fuck?
Change it back to Mexico now!
I will not stand for this.
How dare you? How dare you take that from the Mexicans?
Oh my god. That's all they wanted was the Gulf.
We already gave them a state.
dude, yeah.
New
what
Mexico. It should be New America. That's what it should be.
Speaking of New Mexico, I got stuck in a blizzard in New Mexico.
They don't have blizzards there. It's Mexico.
I wish they didn't. I fucking wish they
It
didn't.
was bad.
Bro, we were on our way to California. We were taking a road trip with me and my buddy, and just I-40 was like shutting down, and they're like, "Yeah, you need to fucking get somewhere. It's gonna be bad. We're not joking." And my buddy's like, "Ah, we'll be fine." And I was like trying to tell him like we should get a fucking hotel. Like, wait. He's like, "Well, if we do that, we're not gonna be able to make it to California." And I was like, "Whatever, dude. I'm gonna get in the back." So I got in the back of his fucking van. It was his mom's like Mercury van or whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna try to drive under the blizzard. So instead of like, since you could not drive on the interstate was actually shut down. So he's like, all right, we're gonna take some back roads and go under the blizzard. I was like, whatever, dude. I wasn't gonna leave him by himself, so I went with him.
Yeah.
And I was in the back, and I could just feel the snow hitting the underneath of the van, like getting thicker and thicker. And I looked up and looked in the windshield. You could not see a thing. It was completely white out.
You're like, all right, I'm gonna die.
He's like, now I can't see the road anymore. And we're in the middle of like a country back road, like nothing for miles. It's all flat New Mexico. Absolutely fucking nothing. And then he's like, I can't see the road anymore. And then he's like, oh, I can't. I'm stuck. Hit a snow drift. And then we were there for 36 hours. In a
Oh
van,
my fucking
stuck in a
god!
fucking van.
How much fuel did you have?
Thank God we had enough to keep the car running.
Okay, I was about to say because if you were low on gas, you might have died out there.
Could have. We would
You
have.
would have froze.
We would have to cuddle for warmth.
Yeah.
We'd have to take our robes off and
Oh,
cuddle.
it's-
We had to take. That's all we had on was two shitty robes. We'd have to take these off and cuddle for warmth. We'd have to play pickup basketball to stay warm. You'd have to back me down on the paint so we could stay warm.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
No,
That's so funny.
but I was worried that like the snow.
What
was
do you
gonna-
do for like just not eat? Did you have snacks?
we had like 2 bananas, peanuts. I read 3 books.
You got $3.
I don't know why I had books, but I had books. I read 3 books.
Where'd you go? Number 1 and 2.
Number 1, okay. So first off, once we got stuck, we were like, oh, might as well go to bed, which is fucking crazy. Because why would we not think about this? We're going to bed. Like obviously the snow could have piled up against the exhaust, and we would have died of carbon dioxide poisoning. We did not think of that. But I had like
fuck.
2 bars of service, and I called my mom or texted her. I think I called her. And told her, she's like, well, make sure it's not piling up against the muffler. I was like, oh, fuck, I did not think of that at all. So I was able to, like, look through the back window.
But also, it'd be pumping out fucking, like, hot exhaust.
You can't,
it
no,
would-
you can't smell it.
No. I'm talking about this. It would melt the snow if it started to pile up. The hot exhaust coming out would melt the snow.
Not the wind. It would have piled up. The snow, it was 12 foot high. That's how fast it was piling. The wind was like 60 miles an hour. It'd pile it up. So like one side of the van was it was like covered in snow.
I see.
But the way the wind was hitting, it wasn't like covering the exhaust. It was crazy. There's like no snow by the exhaust. So like, oh, we're chilling. So we're like, let's go to bed. So we're like laying down, going to bed, and then the car starts like sputtering. And I'm like, oh fuck, we're so dead. And like me and Robbie sits up, and we're like, oh fuck. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm like, well, I run up and I just start feathering the gas. Perfect decision. It saved the engine. Like I started revving the engine, so it stayed on. So I was like, fuck, we're just gonna have to like periodically do this. So we had like schedule that we would switch who would feather the gas. So you'd sit there, feathered every like 10 seconds or whatever. Mm-hmm. And thank God we had a full tank of gas. So we would periodically switch feathering the gas. And you wanted to sleep so bad. Like we'd have like sleep breaks. So I'd sit there, feather it for a couple hours while Robbie slept. And like I read like 3 books. Did like some other shit I had with me, and then he'd go and feather it, and then I'd go sleep. We just had a schedule for like the next day and a half, and then we kept calling the police. We're like, because we had enough service to talk to them, but they're like, you are fucking so far out, because fucking dumbass Robbie, my buddy, was like, we can go under the blizzard. So we're in the middle of like County Road 22 in New Mexico. Oh, and the craziest part, bro, I was looking out the window and there was like I think 8 people died in the blizzard. It was like the most fatal blizzard in New Mexico history.
God damn.
But so many cows died, bro.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Hundreds of thousands of cattle died. Because like people didn't realize how bad the blizzard was, and their whole herd of cattle just was out in the fields, and they just didn't know what to do, and they just died. I watched this cow walk circles for hours because he was so disoriented, he didn't know where it was going. So he kept walking in circles and circles, and I was just watching it. It was the same cow. It like didn't know where it was going because
that's fucking sad.
It couldn't see anything. You couldn't see anything.
Oh, dude, being a fucking animal in a fucking natural disaster, like or like
in
a
the middle
major
of a
event.
Field that's miles long, and you don't know how to get back to your.
You don't know what a fucking heater is inside your house.
Well, you just don't know
you
how
don't
to
have a house.
You don't know how to get back to the barn. It doesn't matter if you're a human or you could have been a human. Like hunters died because they couldn't.
Sure.
You can't see anything. You couldn't. See, the only way you could find how to do something, you could hold on to the fence line and walk somewhere. You know what I mean? There was like one like light, like down the road that we saw, and other than that, it was pitch dark for the next day. Because once the snow stopped, there was 12 feet. There's a photo of us standing by the snowdrift. It looks like a house is behind me because the wind piled it up. So we'd call the police, and they're like, we know where you're, because we gave them exactly our coordinates, so they knew where we were, but they could not get to us because the snow was that deep, feet of snow. It was like the snowdrifts were 12 feet. Everywhere else had like 4 to 5 feet or more. It was fucking insane. I've never seen that much snow in my entire life, and I didn't even get to enjoy it because it was flat fucking ass New Mexico. It wasn't snow. I wasn't even near mountains or anything. So what they had to do is like, we can't get to you. None of the cars, like nothing can get to you. So basically, they said we're gonna ship down a snowcat from a couple states up north. Mm. So we had to wait for a semi truck to drive down what they call a snowcat. And they're like, we're gonna come get you in the next couple hours. We just we'll let you know. So for the next 36 hours. We just sat there, ate peanuts, had a couple bananas, and when we'd piss, so we had a couple bottles of water, so we'd ration our water, but we were fine. I mean, we didn't know how long we were gonna be there, so we had to like ration it. Mm-hmm. Thank God I didn't have to shit. If I had to shit, I was cooked. I did not have to shit the whole time. Thank God. Or maybe I did. I was just so scared I didn't have to. I just fucking puckered it up. But the piss schedule was like I said I'd piss in this cup, and then I'd roll down. The driver's side window would still roll down. because the way
That van had to smell awful.
oh,
dude.
dude, just 2 dudes in there
Just
for
two
a day
dudes
and a
for
half.
Day and a half, just pissing inside.
No.
that-
We would piss in the cup and then I'd pour it out the window.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, there's definitely a couple dribbles that got on like the seat or something.
I mean, we ran out of water and I started.
You fill it up too much, you go to pour it out the window. It's like it's overflowing. You're like fucking spilling it all over you and shit. You're like,
fuck. We had we ran out of water, so I was like, "Oh, I'll melt some snow." It's disgusting. Snow is
You're actually
covered,
not supposed to do that.
Yeah, the snow is like covered in hay and shit. And I took one sip. I was like, "No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that." But, so anyways, we were like both. Either I can't remember, but I was sitting there and it was the middle of the night, and I saw a light. I was like, "Wait, there's a new light. There's a fucking new light." And I was like, "It's coming towards us."
God coming to take your souls to the heaven.
I was like, yeah, for now we're dying. But I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, it has to be them coming to save us. It has to be. But they were so far away because they're in a snowcat and it has like those like snow track, the snow, like it's like a tank almost,
Yeah.
so it can go over that type of stuff. And I saw them in pitch darkness. They didn't get to us until it was daylight. That's how far away they went.
Holy
When I saw that light, it was probably miles away.
That's crazy.
And when they finally got to us, I was so fucking happy. I was like, thank God. And it was like soldiers. They were like it was like the National Reserve of New Mexico.
It's ice.
Yeah, they were deporting us back to Mexico. They're like, oh.
We got a call you were here. We also got a little tip that you might not be from here.
Yeah. So that's why
Off to El Salvador.
that's actually why we got here sooner, because we were going to deport you. But actually, we'll take you guys anyways. So no, they got us out. We got all of our suitcase, and every time I took a step, my foot would fall up to my hip almost. I had to like take big steps. And then finally, we got in this like snowcat. We're talking to these dudes. They got us MREs. we literally.
Ooh, which one did you get?
I had like a fettuccine, like something like.
Was it good?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Honestly, I was pretty impressed by how
I watch
good.
a lot of MRE videos on YouTube for some reason. I don't know why. Just like people opening them.
Yeah.
Like old ones and shit. I'm like, wow, this shit looks fucking trash.
It
dude.
it wasn't that bad, and had a.
But everyone's always like, yeah, it's okay. It's not that bad.
It wasn't that bad, and we were eating in the fucking hotel, and then we were stuck in Clovis, New Mexico, for the next 3 days, I think, until they were able to like get to our car and get it. And then it's crazy. We took a tow truck out there, and he was able to get us out. Van started, no problem. Ran like a dream. So then we went to California, and had a trip, and then everything was fine.
Yeah,
It's
just
crazy.
escape death and.
It's very subtly escaped death. Could have died in a fucking blizzard. It was so funny because Robbie's like, I think I can I can makeshift goggles. He was on the phone with like the operate 911. He's like, I think I'm gonna make goggles so I can walk the fence line to the next house. He's like, no. He's like, do not do that. You will go out there, you will get disoriented, you'll get hypothermia, and you will die.
Nah,
That's what she
come
said.
on. Nah.
But I was like, we shouldn't, because like we don't know who that could have been like a light for a fucking barn where no one's home at. So like it wasn't worth running that way to a fucking. Like I said, that light was miles away.
Yeah.
Fucking miles away, because you don't know how far shit is. It was so crazy being in the fucking dark like that, and then the next day watching all those cows die. Not watching them die, but just like there was like a bunch of them, and then next day they were all gone. I was like, they were all dead. There's no way they're alive. There's no way these cows are alive.
God, thank God we're not cows, dude. That would suck.
Oh my God, that would suck so bad. Like,
No, they're like, oh yeah, I was gonna put these cows down anyways. These are the burger cows.
I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, all the cows are dead, but I guess it's cold enough where they're preserved.
Yeah.
So you would just have to like butcher thousands of cows.
I mean, you fucking sell all that product as fast as you can. Buy
Yeah.
some more cows.
Like, yeah. I mean, yeah. A little discount on the cow meat. I don't know. On the beef, cow meat. That was so weird to say.
Cow meat.
Beef.
Cow meat. Hey, do you want to go get some chicken meat?
Go get some chicken meat, turkey beef. Yeah.
No one make fun of me for taking the Zen out already. I don't care. I don't care. I don't need to keep it in to satisfy anyone.
I don't think anyone's judged you, bud.
Good.
All right, well, dude.
Where we at?
I think we're there. We did it.
We're there.
We did it, buddy.
I have 7 more topics I want to get to.
7 more topics.
I'm kidding.
Okay, I was like, Jesus.
No, we can wrap it up.
Wrap it up? All right, dude.
Cody, you got anything?
April 11th. Come to the April 11th. The Red Eye Comedy Festival, hosted by Cody Cannon. Come through. I'll be performing April 11th at like 10 o'clock at 123. Come down to that. Have some fun. I'll be telling some jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got nothing.
All right.
All right. Love you guys.